It's the last Tuesday of the month, and we know what that means. It's time for another top 5. So grab your tutus, grab your hairbrush, because today we're talking top 5 musicals. Now, we all know that I am a massive theatre nerd. If I'm in theatre, if I'm watching theatre, and musicals are my home. So today we are going to look at my top 5 musicals. Let's get started, shall we? At number 5 we have Rent, the epitome of all musicals in my opinion, with its content and its controversy, and it's amazing. I was first introduced to Rent when I was in year 10 when we sang Seasons of Love on a music tour. Fell in love, then my sister was in a production of it, watched a filmed version of it, then watched the film, and love it. People can't understand why Rent is one of my favourite musicals, but it is. The issues of gender and sexuality, the issues of music being played by the actors. It's an all-sung musical. It's 20 years old this year. It's as old as me. At number 4, we have Hairspray. Whether it is the film version with Zac Efron as your Link or the stage version, which I have seen at least 5 times. At least. The upbeat music of Hairspray, the fat girl being the protagonist, makes my heart swell because that is me. The dance routines, the songs, it's amazing. Tracy Turnblad is kind of my hero in a weird way, really weird way. And the issues of segregation and love. Hairspray. My favourite song in Hairspray is I Know Where I've Been, in the film, sung by Queen Latifah. It's a beautiful song, gets me every time. And obviously You Can't Stop the Beat. I learnt a dance routine to this many moons ago, and whenever I hear it I still crack out the dance routines. At number 3, people might be a bit surprised this isn't higher up, but at number 3 we have Les Miserables. Obviously this was going to be in my top 5. Makes me cry every time. It's an all-song musical which I love. It has amazing songs in it. It is so emotive, and the fact that the writer of this chose quite a difficult concept and made it into something that has lasted over 30 years, which is insane. Obviously I only saw this in theatre for the first time last year, but I fell in love with it. The film is good. It's not my favourite adaptation of it now that I've seen the film theatre version, but still it is amazing. Alfie Boe is my Jean Valjean. He will always be my favourite. His version of Bring Him Home causes me to tingle every time. At number 2 we have my favourite musical of the moment, but it didn't quite reach number 1, and that is of course Hamilton, the worldwide phenomenon that is Hamilton. I mean, just listen to it.
How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway.
It's just a bloody good musical, and I cannot wait until I can either afford to fly to New York City and buy a ticket, or when I finally move to Chicago and the Hamilton production is there, because the Hamilton production is going to be there from the autumn. Lin-Manuel Miranda, he stole on my heart. He deserves the Grammy, and they deserve all the Tonys that are going to be thrown at them. And at number 1, drumroll please, editing Louise. Thank you. We have the best musical ever, and that is of course Wicked. Wicked was the first show I saw in London. It was amazing. We were watching it as part of our preparation for The Wiz, because they're both based on The Wizard of Oz, conveniently, and I fell in love. The music, the staging, the characters, the costumes, everything, the whole thing, that beauty's on the inside, and society can turn someone evil, and Idina Menzel is my musical theatre hero. I mean, Defying Gravity, come on. And For Good, and I would watch it every day if I could, but I don't have that much money. Anyway, so those are my top 5 musicals. You can let me know what your top 5 musicals are in the comments below. Film or theatre version, I don't mind, because they're both as valid. And I will see you all very soon.